What's up, people of YouTube? This is Driftor here, bringing you guys another video to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare. So, I have been a little bit silent on the topic. About a week and a half ago to almost 2 weeks ago, they did the big, I guess you can say, quote-unquote, multiplayer reveal for Modern Warfare, and in very untrue fashion for my channel, I didn't upload anything about it immediately, which I did feel instantly guilty about that, but I have been working on some things in the background, trying to get myself into a good position to have a good pattern for uploads across all of my content, as well as trying to do some streaming. So I do apologize for the lateness of this video, but I am going to talk about it here, and over the next few days, hopefully I can get these videos done, but over the next few days I'm going to be talking about some different topics within Modern Warfare, and ranging anywhere from the weapons to my overall opinion, which is mostly what this video is going to be about, as well as things like kill streaks and leaks and suspicions and things like that. Now obviously this was a reveal of the 2v2 gunfight mode, not so much the actual multiplayer. We're not going to see the actual multiplayer get released and revealed until the 1st of August, which is a little bit disappointing, but, you know, so far, even though the marketing strategy behind Modern Warfare has been so weird and abnormal for Call of Duty, I kind of like it. I kind of like the fact that we're 3 months out from the game, if that. What is it? It comes out in October, and it's the same. So we're like 2 months, two and a half months, something like that, out from the release of the full game, and we know next to nothing about the game, and I really like that. So let's talk about what we saw in the actual gameplay. So when they first announced it, they had streamers playing it, which again was a weird way to reveal something. I didn't hate it. A lot of people were giving like Courage and Legion and Syndicate a bunch of crap because they were really loud when they were playing and stuff. That didn't really bother me that much. Now obviously the quality of the stream itself wasn't the greatest because it's a stream. You can't get super high quality from that. But overall, I was just happy to see some gameplay, and so I didn't really hate that much on that. It was nice to get the full uploaded 4K footage on the Call of Duty channel, which is what you're seeing in the background, except you're not seeing it in 4K because I don't want to try and download a 4K file and re-upload that because it's just, that's ridiculous. Most people aren't even going to be able to watch it in that. My internet speed struggles with 4K. I don't even have very good internet, but it struggles with 4K. So I know a lot of people out there are not going to be able to watch this as it is anyway. But let's talk about some of the things that I noticed in the gameplay. So first of all, you can tell just by the, not only what other YouTubers who have played it have said, but by the gameplay itself and the weapons that they chose to reveal and show to us, there are a lot of guns in this. I mean, it looks like, especially the assault rifle category, considering they showed like 5 or 6 assault rifles before there was even a beta. It looks like the assault rifle category is going to be dumb thick. Like, based off of this alone, it really does seem like we're going to have a lot of content on our hands, which is a very good start. So the gameplay itself, that's kind of what I want to go back to talking about here. It looks more realistic, which is what they were going for, and that's fine to me to an extent. I'm not upset about that. I'm very excited about the fact that we're getting modern weapons. I geeked when I saw the MP5, the MP7. Oh my god, I was so excited. The AK-47 had me pretty hyped. It looks like it is beefy and it's got some recoil behind it. There's rumor that there's a SCAR in the game. I saw the M4, and the M4 was probably the weapon that had me the most excited. But the gameplay itself looks very good. Now, a lot of people are saying it looks like Rainbow Six Siege or Battlefield, and I can see that. It does, to an extent. It really does look like, in my mind, particularly Rainbow Six. But the more you watch and the more you pay attention to, if you go watch TP's gameplay specifically, I think that's a good example. If you go and watch the way that he plays, you can tell that it is still Call of Duty. Like the reaction times, the way that you come around corners, the way that the bullets work and everything, it still very much looks like it's going to feel like a Call of Duty title. It just looks like they've added more modern aesthetics to it. Now, I did notice where they added the leaning feature, and as soon as I saw that leaning feature, I was like, no. You did this in Ghosts. People did not like this. Why are you bringing this back? Well, once I watched other people's videos, I did come to learn that it wasn't actually a genuine leaning feature. It was more of a weapon stabilization feature, if that makes sense, because they are implementing more realistic type aspects into this game, and one of those is obviously the recoil is a little bit more beefy, and so they're giving you the ability to mount your weapon onto the side of items or on top of items to try and control that recoil more, but it still exposes your body and it actually locks you into place. So you are getting better recoil, but you're losing mobility and you're decently exposed. So I'm not that upset about it, and honestly, once the game actually comes out and people start playing, I don't think people are going to use that feature very much. So that is a worry that is basically erased. I'm not concerned about that really at all. The recoil itself, though, the recoil itself is a little bit worrisome, because I can already tell that the way that this game is being shaped up is it's supposed to play slow. There's been a couple of videos I've watched where people have stated that the game feels similar to Call of Duty Ghosts in terms of playstyle. Now, there are a couple of good things about this. I can tell that the realism that's in place is definitely what I feel like they wanted Call of Duty Ghosts to initially be, which is fine. The colors on the map and everything else that we've seen look good. They're not super dark and drab. I'm not that worried about that. The weapons in play, like I said, I'm a fan so far of all the weapons I've seen. I haven't been upset really about anything. The FAMAS, like I'll have another video where I talk about the guns and what I would potentially like to see come to the game in the near future, whether through DLC or on launch. I'll have an entire video talking about that. But the weapons look nice, the physics look nice, and I can tell that the way that this game is meant to play, it's going to be a high time to kill, with a very slow play style. And I'll get into my one issue with the slow play style thing, but I'm not looking forward to the high time to kill necessarily, but I'm not that upset about it either. The thing about Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts, hit detection is so good with Infinity Ward titles, and then they make the time to kill so high that it literally feels like a melt machine. Infinite Warfare wasn't as bad as Ghosts. Ghosts had two problems going for it. First of all, they had it be a high time to kill for whatever reason. That was what they wanted. And then it was also a very internet-based Call of Duty, so there were not servers that were just based off of a single connection like it is now, where it's a dedicated service for a lot of the lobbies, especially in North America. And you get paired up with people, and you don't have to worry about one person having a super good connection, and then you get into a gunfight with them, and yours isn't as good, and you lose. Well, in Call of Duty Ghosts, that was the case. You know, you had a fast time to kill. Whoever had host was almost unbeatable in most cases. So you pair the high time to kill with that, and then that's a problem. From what I've heard online, this game is supposed to have a very similar time to kill to Modern Warfare 3, which I'm okay with that. I think that that's a good, happy medium. Modern Warfare 3 had a kind of high time to kill, but it wasn't ridiculous. Now, I still don't think that you're going to be able to turn on people and do anything crazy with the time to kill in this game, but that's kind of where I was transitioning into. This is going to be more of a game of positioning, getting on the head glitches, turning corners with your gun out, ADSing every corner when you walk into a room, things like that. So it's going to be more tactical. It's going to be more of it's not going to be as run and gun, and that's not going to work as often, which in my soul, that hurts a little bit, because that is very much how I play. But I've always been an AR player at heart, and honestly, the run and gun style doesn't work well with an assault rifle, so I'm happy to try this new game style. I just hope it doesn't turn too much into Call of Duty Ghosts, where the gameplay is pretty realistic, the maps are pretty realistic, and because of that, you get a lot of dark and hard to see locations for people to sit in and corners, and the biggest worry when it comes to slow gameplay is there are going to be a significant amount of people out there who don't just take it as what it is and play more tactical. Instead, they're going to take it as, okay, great, now I can camp. Now I can sit in that corner in this one part of the map, and it's going to be effective for me. Because in the last 4 or 5 years, that has not been a very effective strategy for anybody playing Call of Duty. So I'm very much so worried that that is going to be a problem with this title. But so far, we haven't seen the full multiplayer yet. We don't know exactly how that's going to play. I know every year YouTubers talk up how good the game's going to be, so on and so forth. But this year, you can tell it's a little bit different. They're not just saying, oh yeah, this is a good Call of Duty, guys, pay attention. They're saying, this is potentially the best Call of Duty we've had since Black Ops 2. Please pay attention. Please be aware of the fact that this is a top-notch game that's very well developed at this point, and the developers seem to be excited about it. To kind of sum this video up, I'm probably going to cut a lot of the stuff I said out of this, but to sum this video up, it's going to come down to two things. Making sure that the game doesn't play exactly like Call of Duty Ghosts, but keeps some of the more realistic elements and weaponry, which I'm fine with. And also making sure that, well, hoping, I guess, that Activision doesn't come in and say, all right, game sold well, that is awesome, nostalgia worked. Now let's make sure that we take into consideration the amount of pre-orders we have, and let's cut out 3/4 of the weapons across the board. Make sure we launch with 5 assault rifles, 4 SMGs, 3 LMGs. Let's launch with everything that we showed, and then we'll put everything in as DLC throughout the rest of the year, because that is piss poor in my opinion. That's going to be the make or break factors in this Call of Duty. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I do want to apologize right up front because you're going to see the same gameplay 4 more times in 4 more videos, or however many more videos I decide to make on Modern Warfare. You're going to see this gameplay, so I apologize for that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the like button if you're not new to the channel. If you've been here for a while, I'd appreciate it. The growth is needed. Also, started my vlogging channel. It is down in the description. Should be a link. If not, my channel page has a link. Go hit that, go subscribe. I'm going to try and upload there every single Wednesday, so that way you guys have some in real life content, whether that's challenges, reviews, vlogs, you name it. Go check that out. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, guys, deuces.